Tell me your thoughts with AI. It's the latest and greatest trend in all industries, but in real estate, what are the dangers of it?
The biggest danger of AI is the photography end of it and the media end of it, because we've become a society that looks at stuff on our phone real quick. We don't necessarily read the details. We get the pictures.
Oh yeah, we're all about the seeing the picture and moving on.
I mean,
right?
that's the Instagrams, the whole thing of how good does a picture look. So I've noticed a trend lately, and it's been around a little while, where you could virtually stage a house.
Yes.
Where you can use clip art or whatever, and you just put a bed here, a couch here, maybe a fire in a fireplace, and you go, wow, that looks really good.
Yeah, I'll stop you right there, because I had a client who I sent homes to online. I sent them the portal, and they said, oh, we want to see the one on Hamilton Road. It looks like it's furnished, and we want to buy a home furnished. Well, it was virtually staged.
And that's where AI's changed that virtually staged, because just even 2 years ago, they had a cartoonish feel to that furniture. You could totally tell when it was virtually staged. So like you said, you have a client who wants to buy a furnished house. Well, now AI makes it rendered down. You can't tell the difference. Nope. And it's impossible to see the difference. The problem I see in the real estate industry, it's not the furniture. That's a big deal, but not everybody's looking for a furnished house. But what you run into is when they start adding features to the house, and that becomes a dangerous thing.
Features like what?
Example, I had a client call me on this one and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe this house is priced at $580. It was like $580. Everybody else in this neighborhood with a pool is at like $725. This is a deal. We want to it's $100,000 cheaper. We want to go see this house. And you start looking, and they've got pictures, the pool, the spa. They got the little Baja chairs in there, patio furniture. They have a grill. And I'm looking at this. I'm like, gosh, this is nice. How did I miss this? I want to buy this house for $580. Everything else, like I said, $725. You're sitting there looking at this going, and then I start clicking through, and every photo, drone photos, has this. And all of a sudden I click on one, and there's a drone photo, and it's just dirt in the backyard. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what is this? So then I start looking a little deeper, and I start looking at tax records, and I pull up, well, wait, there's no permit for a pool. There's nothing in there. And then I have to go back and read the realtor's description. And they said one word, and they just said, ideal backyard. And I was like, well, wait a second. Yes, I think it's an ideal backyard for sure, but it's not there. It doesn't exist. Yes, that's a great idea to put all that in. And that probably cost you $150,000 to $200,000. So if I were to do all that, my house is going to cost me, $780. So now you're not a good deal anymore. And I'm going to get that value and to have all that. So it's selling the illusion of what can be.
The potential.
The potential.
The potential this yard has. I get it.
But without disclosing it up front, and not necessarily putting it, hey, in the first line, some features have been virtually staged, or some of these don't exist. Because now I have to call my client back, and I'm look like, they feel kind of stupid. Well, how did I not catch that? I'm feeling like, hey, sorry, this isn't as priced as good as it should be. So that's where I think AI is dangerous. Another one I saw was adding solar panels. Man, you're like, wow, the whole solar panel from the drone looked great. And then you're clicking through, and they always make sure to put one. And I get it. If I was selling a house, I got to do what's fiduciary responsible for my seller. But there's a fine line between being fiduciary responsible and not and not being highlighting, hey, solar doesn't exist here, or this pool's really not here. It's just dirt right now, because that it's a little misleading with that.
Well, most of the good agents, such as ourselves,
yes.
We'll put a before and after.
Correct.
If we're doing a virtual stage, we'll show that. We'll show that family room blank and empty, and then the next picture will be the virtual stage.
Correct.
So you can see it before and after. But in this case, they didn't
they
put a before or after or disclose it.
It was very ambiguous. And, I mean, I get it. They're trying to get clicks. They want people to come see that house.
Right.
That's the danger of AI in our industry, is AI creating a false sense of what the property currently is and selling what the property could be, and hard for consumers to differentiate. And now you go to show them a property that takes 20 minutes to an hour of their day, and you put it on this list, and they walk in. We never would have wanted to see this house because this didn't have half the things we wanted. We thought it had this, and maybe you missed it because instead of having a before or after, they only have one picture of the dirt yard among 20 pictures of this pool. And I mean, when I tell you this, it wasn't just a drone photo. It was a picture like you were sitting behind the pool, and they had the little chairs in it, a water feature.
It was legit.
It looked legit. Like, I'm like, wow, that is really good. But that's the danger of AI. AI can make it look so real.
So knowing that's out there, what would you advise your clients?
If it's something you really like and you want to put it on the list to see, if the price is way lower than everything else, there's always a reason.
That's usually usually a red flag. Something's wrong with the property, or something's wrong with the marketing.
I think they need to go, well, why is that price so good? We can't just jump on that because there's always a red flag. I agree with that. The other thing is, okay, I really like it. Go and read some of the description. The problem is on some of the descriptions, if they're not well written or put out front, you still might not know. And then I might ask my agent, hey, can you double check this? But that's where it's going to be the buyer beware. And it's going to be a little bit difficult sometimes to sort through that. And maybe you have to be patient with your agent and go, why did you show me this house? Well, you picked it. And on there. For agents, I'm just going to say this. If you want the public's trust, you better make sure that you're disclosing when you virtually stage these houses. It's in our rules. It's the best thing to do. It's the golden rule when we talk about code of ethics. You don't want to be scammed by somebody selling you something that's not true. I mean, we see that in movies all the time with the dating apps. Oh, this person doesn't look anything like that.
Right, right.
So I think if you want to be a trusted realtor or a trusted source for the community, you should disclose it. There's nothing wrong with showing the potential or what you could put in a house.
Right.
I don't have an issue with that. And there's nothing wrong with using AI to create that. What's wrong is when you make it so ambiguous to try to falsely generate interest in a house that wouldn't be there if you disclosed it up front. That's the dangers of AI, I think, in our industry.